Hello and welcome to drillingcontractor.org. This is Kelly Ainsworth Robinson at the 2018 Coiled Tubing and Well Intervention Conference in the Woodlands, Texas. Archer is launching a new technology, the Vivid Acoustic Listening Platform. I'm here with Peter Kleinbilscher, Vice President of Wireline Sales and Marketing, to learn more about the new product. How are you doing today, Peter?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Could you tell us how the Vivid platform works and how it's able to detect low energy leaks that couldn't be detected in the past?
Vivid is a broadband passive listening device. So in the past we had tools that were focused mainly on the ultrasound range. Now we're covering a broad spectrum. And we also have, I'd say, a slightly different way of mounting our sensors in the tools, which allows us to see now down to signal levels where we couldn't go before. So the sensitivity has improved greatly, and we use a much broader spectrum, and the sounds downhole are different, right? They go from a low high energy level, so that gives us a much better range, much better sensitivity. So I think we should get better data than before.
How do you see the technology impacting casing completions and cement performance evaluation?
In the past we have only touch cement evaluation, right? The conventional way of logging cement in place is done by cement bond logs. These logs can tell you if you have cement present, but they cannot tell you if the cement does its performance or its designed task. That means to seal, to hold pressure. We can do this, right? We can measure if any flow happens through a cement sheet. So I think in this case we sort of will revolutionize a bit the way cement is looked at. We're looking at the performance, not the presence of cement. And we have done this in the past to some extent, but never as defined and as a real application that we have now. So I think we will have a different way of looking at cement. And to a large extent, this will affect ongoing normal wells, but also the plug and abandon market, where it is really important that you can prove to the government authorities that you have sealed off the well bore and you have no more flow coming to surface.
Can you tell us about the testing that was performed at the International Research Institute at Stavanger and how the technology performed during testing?
Well, this institute has a set of casings and tubulars, and they are cemented and in a variety of ways. There's good cement, there's poor cement, there is cement channels, for example. They have pipes with microannuli, and they can rig up these pipes in a test fixture where you can have fluid moving through it, fluid and gas, in a very well-defined manner, right? So you know exactly how much fluid you pump through, how much gas you pump through. And we were able to test our tool there for about 3 days, very extensively in any kind of setup you can imagine. And this was really the first time that we could quantify the lower end of flow that we can see, right? And we ended up seeing about 30 milliliters a minute, which, you know, if it translates, it's about 2 teaspoons full of fluid that runs through a cement sheet in over a time of a minute. So this is important for operators because it sort of gives them a lower limit. That means if we don't hear anything in an environment like this, the flow has to be below, let's say, 2 teaspoons per minute. And that's important to operators, right? Because they need to prove what they have done is good enough for future, for infinity, so to speak.
Peter, thank you for joining us today and telling us about the new technology you're launching.
Well, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
And thank you for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.